Sanhi ng umano'y pagpapakita ng unparliamentary act nina Senadora Leila de Lima at Senador Antonio Trillanes pinaplano manong kasuhan. Abang ito ni Justice Committee Chairman Senator Richard Gordon. Mahal naman umano itong maiwasan kung hihingi lamang daw ng paumanhin ng dalawang senador. Ang ulat mula kay Marita Moahe.
Nagpahayag si Senator Richard Gordon, Chairman ng Senate Ethics Committee on Justice and Human Rights, na plano nitong kasuhan sa floor sina Senator Leila de Lima at Antonio Trillanes ng unparliamentary acts.
I think his original thinking was that he will bring it to the Senate floor so that the plenary can talk about it. That was his original thinking. I don't know if I got him right.
Ayon kay Senator Tito Soto, nabanggit lamang daw ito sa kanya ni Gordon. Samantala, may definisyon naman sa Senate ruling ang unparliamentary acts.
Section 93 of the rules state that unparliamentary conduct is defined as acts or language that offend a senator or a public institution.
Maaari naman nga umano itong maiwasan kung matututo lamang na humingi ng pasensya ang isa't isa.
Apologies are always normally accepted.
Samantala, sinisimulan na rin daw umanong kausapin ni Senate President Coco Pimentel, sina Senators Gordon at De Lima.
Umpisahan ko na nga kahapon, pero sa maikling panahon lang yung pag-uusap namin. I'll try to talk to the involved persons again today. I talked briefly with Senator De Lima and Senator Gordon, pero napakikling panahon lang, separately.
Hindi naman daw ipipilit ni Soto sa dalawa ang manghingi ng pasensya at mag-usap kung ayaw ng mga ito.
I'd rather not say that. I'd rather not comment on that. Baka may ma-offend.
Para sa PTV News, Marita Moahe.
Ako po si Cathy San Gabriel. Subscribe na sa PTV YouTube channel. I-click lang po ang subscribe button.
Thank you. Mr. President, last Monday, after Senator Antonio Trillanes IV delivered his speech on a point of public interest, he immediately proceeded to move for the referral of his speech to the Committee on Accountability of Public Officers Investigations. So that, as he suggested, an inquiry be conducted to look into the alleged direct involvement of then Mayor, now President Duterte, etc., etc. Now, the parliamentary status of the motion is that the body decided to refer the subject speech to the Committee on Rules for further study and review. Now, Mr. President, your Committee on Rules, and I have consulted the other members, even Senator De Lima, Senator Lacson, others who are not even members of the Rules Committee, and the members of the Rules Committee. We have decided to refer the subject speech to the Committee on Justice and Human Rights. The speech was mainly focused, although not solely, on the establishment of the reliability and truthfulness of the testimonies made by witness Mr. Edgar Matubato during the extrajudicial killings and Davao Death Squad hearing of the Committee on Justice and Human Rights. That was last September 22. So while we respect the right of any senator to take the floor and propound on an issue of grave national concern, such as what Senator Trillanes did, the committee believes that the plenary is not the right forum to raise the issues delivered last Monday, but instead in the ongoing series of committee hearings in the Justice Committee from which the proponents' negating statements originated. So, without belaboring the point, Mr. President, may I then move that the said privilege speech be referred to the Committee on Justice and Human Rights as primary referral and secondarily to the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, Mr. President.
The Rules Committee, chaired by the Majority Leader, has ruled that the matter of the privilege speech and the interpretations thereon should be properly referred to the Committee on Justice, which has jurisdiction over the issue presented in terms of the credibility of the testimony given by the witness. And therefore, the appropriate motion has been put on the floor, referring the matter to the Committee on Justice and secondarily to the Committee on
Public order.
Public Order. Any objection? Hearing none.
Thank you, Mr. President. With the consent of the Chamber, I move for the consideration of Senate Resolution 166.
A motion for the reconsideration
Consideration.
of proposed Senate Resolution 166. Any objection? Hearing none. Approved.
Maybe ask Secretary to read the title of the measure without prejudice to inserting to the records the text.
A resolution commending and congratulating Donnie Nietes, Mark Magsayo, and Arthur Villanueva for winning in the Pinoy Pride 38 held on September 25, 2016 at the StubHub Center in Carson, California.
Mr. President, Senator Manny Pacquiao has requested to submit his sponsorship, insert into the records his sponsorship speech for the resolution. So move that we accept.
The chair has no objection to the motion of the majority leader, but as we recall, in the past Congress, the majority leader has imposed the rule that whoever would want a resolution to be sponsored on the floor, at the very least, the author
present.
must be present.
Yes, thank you for reminding me, Mr. President. Senator Pacquiao was here a while ago. Maybe ask Sergeant at Arms if Senator Pacquiao is still in the building or is still here. If he's not in the plenary hall and he's not in the lounge, I withdraw my motion, Mr. President.
Motion is withdrawn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pursuant to Section 20, Republic Act 9520, or the Philippine Cooperative Code, Section 45 of Republic Act 9502, or the Universally Accessible, Cheaper, and Quality Medicines Act, I'd like to manifest the following members for the Senate to the Joint Congressional Oversight Committee on Cooperatives. These are for the majority, Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri, Chairman, Senators Hontiveros, Gordon, and Villanueva, members, and Senator Escudero for the minority, Mr. President. So moved.
Any objection? Hearing none. Carried.
Also for the Congressional Oversight Committee on Quality Affordable Medicines, Mr. President, I move that we elect Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri, Chairman, members Senators Hontiveros, Gatchalian, Aquino IV, and for the minority, Senator Trillanes IV.
Any objection? Hearing none. Approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. And finally, pursuant to Section 91 of Republic Act 9497, otherwise known as the Civil Aviation Authority Act, the following members of the Senate, I move that we manifest the members, Congressional Oversight Committee on Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, for the majority, Senators Grace Poe as Chairman, Senators Soto, Aquino IV, and Lacson as members, and for the minority, Senator Escudero. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? None.
Mr. President, I move that we adjourn the session until 3 o'clock in the afternoon of Monday, October 3, 2016.
Session is adjourned until October 3, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.